Our lesson 2 is Parallelism and Perpendicularity. The theorems on parallel lines cut by transversal. So, itong topic na ito ay na-discuss ko na last quarter. Okay? Such as peacock postulate or the pairs of corresponding angles are congruent postulate. It states that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. For example, given this figure, A and B are parallel. So line A and line B are parallel. Then it cut by a transversal line C. Then the angles formed are angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The pairs of corresponding angles here are 1 and 5. Therefore, they are congruent. 2 and 6, 3 and 7, and 4 and 8. So these pairs of corresponding angles are congruent according to this postulate. The second theorem is the pike or PAIC. Pairs of alternate interior angles are congruent theorem. It states that if two parallel lines are cut by transversal, then the pairs of alternate interior angles are congruent. So in this given figure, the alternate interior angles are angle 3 and angle 6, and angle 4 and angle 5. So since they are alternate interior angles, then they are congruent. The third one is the Paek theorem, or the pairs of alternate exterior angles are congruent postulates. It states that alternate exterior angles are congruent. So in this figure, the alternate exterior angles are 1 and 8 and 2 and 7. So since they are alternate exterior angles, then they are congruent. The fourth one is the PSSIAS theorem, or the pairs of same-side interior angles are supplementary. So when we say supplementary, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. That is a supplement theorem. Okay, so in this figure, the supplementary angles are 3 and 5 and 4 and 6. So their sum is equal to 180 degrees. And the fifth one is the PSS EAS. So this one is the same side exterior angles. And same side exterior angles are supplementary. And in this figure, the same side exterior angles are 1 and 7 and 2 and 8. Therefore, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. Examples. Ayan, given that line 1 is parallel to line 2 and line 3 is a transversal, find the measurement of the following if angle A measures 115 degrees. So from these two lines that are parallel, cut by a transversal line 3, the angles formed are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Ayan. So, ang given lang natin dito ay si angle A na equal to 115 degrees. For number 1, what is the measure of angle E? Angle E and angle A are corresponding angles. And by PCAC postulate, ayan, it says that corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, if angle A is 115 degrees, then angle E is also 115 degrees. For number 2, angle H. Angle H and angle A are alternate exterior angles. And by PAEC, alternate exterior angles are congruent, then angle H is 115 degrees. For number 3, the measure of angle D. So, hanap tayo ng karelasyon ni angle D. And that is angle D and angle H. D and H are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, D is 115 degrees. For number 4, angle B. Okay? So, angle B, hanap tayo sa mga angle na mayroon ng angle measurement. And that is B and E. So, B and E are same side interior angles. And same side interior angles are supplementary. Ayan. Kaya naman kung si angle B, kung si angle E ay may angle measure na 115, ang supplement nito ay 65 degrees. Next, number 5, the measurement of angle F. So, hanap tayo. Si F at si B ay corresponding. At dahil si B ay 65 degrees, ang measurement ni angle F ay 65 degrees din. Number 6, what is the measurement of angle C? So, si angle C naman ay, at si angle F ay alternate exterior angle. And alternate exterior angles are congruent. Ayan. Kaya naman, kung si F ay 65, then si C ay 65. And lastly, the measurement of angle G. Ayan. So, siya na lang ang walang angle measure. So, pwedeng angle G and angle B or angle G and angle C. Depende kung anong theorem ang pwede mong at kaya mong i-apply. So, ang ginamit ko ay si C and G. They are corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, kung si C ay 65 degrees, si G ay 65 degrees din. Next. Perpendicularity of lines. Two lines that intersect to form right angles are said to be perpendicular. Line segments and rays can also be perpendicular. For the illustration, ayan, si line A at line B ay perpendicular. Ang symbol na ginagamit for perpendicular ay yung nakabaligtad na T. Okay? Yung nakabaligtad na T. Ayan. At dahil si A at B ay perpendicular, then yung apat na angles na nabuo ay right angles. Another, a perpendicular bisector of a line segment is a line or array or another line segment that is perpendicular to the line segment and intersects it at its midpoint. So, di ba sinabi ko na kapag narinig ang bisector, may hinati at yung dalawang hati na yon ay congruent. Okay? For the illustration, segment AB bisects by line X. And after bisecting it, segment AC is congruent to segment BC. So, since yung dalawang nahating segment ay congruent, masasabi natin na si line X ay hindi lang perpendicular kay AB, kundi isa din siyang bisector. So, siya ay perpendicular bisector. Another, the distance between two parallel lines is the perpendicular distance between one of the lines. So, for example, ayan, si C and D ay parallel. So, yung distance nila, ayan, yung distance nila is also, or it is called as perpendicular distance. Examples. Ayan. Find the value of x so that line M and N are or becomes parallel. Yan. So, this is the given figure. Ayan. So, kailangan daw natin kunin ang value ni x para si line M at si N ay maging parallel. Okay. So, para maging parallel itong dalawang lines na ito, na kinat ng transversal na ito, meron ditong, ayan, nakikita, symbol for right angle. Okay? So, para maging parallel, itong dalawang line na to, dapat equal ng measurement ito at ito. Okay? So, let's equate this for the solutions. Ayan. So, 90 degrees is equal to 7x minus 1 degrees. Simplify. Ayan. By addition property of equality, it will become 91 degrees equals 7x. By division property of equality, it will become, ayan, or the value of x is equal to 13 degrees. Number 2, find the value of x so that line P is a perpendicular bisector to parallel segments M and N. So, this is the given figure. So, si P ay perpendicular bisector to line M and line N. Therefore, ayan, yung nahating segments ay congruent. Kaya naman si 55 at si 4x plus 7 ay congruent. Ayun. So, let's equate them. 55 is equal to 4x plus 7. Ayan. Simplifying it by subtraction property of equality. The value of x is, or 4x is equal to 48. By division property of equality, x is equal to 12. Ayun. For your assignment, ayan, answer this on your notebook. Ipapasa po ito sa Friday. Kasi isa ito sa performance task number 1. Thank you for listening.